As a man, you are destroying yourself. Why you must work out or stay irrelevant forever, literally. We live probably the worst era to be alive, because masculinity is going down and down. And one of the main reasons is that men don't work out. You want to play video games, Nexus and chill, stay in a couch, don't move. That's what you feel comfortable with. Like, for me, for my day-to-day life, when I assess men, the ones speaking to on a day-to-day basis, they just all want to have fun. Drinking, smoking, party, holidays, that's it. All men want down nowadays, it's all this fun. But I'm not saying that fun is not important, because that's a part of life. But my mindset, the way I've been brought up, is you just suffer first, and then you get your reward. Go hunting, and then you get your reward. Just like an animal. It's got to hunt first, and then get the reward by eating. Playing with his kids, with his woman. That is the way I understand the way the pattern works. But I don't know about you. You can't reverse it or be around it. Have fun and then suffer. It don't work that way. You have to go and suffer first. Go out there, put in your blood, sweat, and tears. Work out, suffer, and then you get a reward by eating, having a shower, cream up. That is a reward. So let's talk about self-discipline. Self-discipline is liberation. If you don't know what that means, that's freedom. Self-discipline is, from my experience, is going gym regardless of how you feel. There's no such thing as motivation. That doesn't exist. If you're waiting for the day to be motivated, you will never train. You will never be consistent. You have to get the idea in your head to eat fancy meals. Following your diet is gotta be strict. You need to eat the same foods every day. Most of the time, that's what I do. I eat the same foods every day, and I get the results. I've done it for many years. You try every day to cook different meals to get your protein, your carbs, your fat, your calories. It's not gonna happen. You have to eat the same meals every day. Yes, it's boring, it's not fun, but that builds mental resilience. That you program yourself, I do things regardless of how I feel. That is a real masculine man. Going training, eating the same foods every day, go in bed at the same time, go in bed at the same time every day, wake up at the same time, and go into bed at the same time. Self-discipline. But obviously, this video is specifically talking about training. You cannot be running away from pain and suffering, because a man's life is all about pain and suffering. We look down at history. You look at the prophets, the warriors, like the Shaka Zulus and all the others. They're always all about pain and suffering. When you look at the whole masculine psyche, it's all about pain and suffering. Because God chose us to be the protectors, providers, and leaders of women, our family. That's why God gave us this power. It's a great responsibility. But we have to embrace it. We have to say and take it into our stride. And hit at the highest level. That's God gave the power to us as a great responsibility. A lot of weight on our shoulders. but we have to thrive. Otherwise, the next generation will be worse off. Think about that. The next generation will be worse off. So self-discipline is crucial. From my experience, when you work out, you're ready, you're bulletproof. You're ready for any challenges that life throws at you. You're ready. Relationship problems, financial problems, career problems. Any possible inconvenience that you can think of, big or small, you're ready for it psychologically. Because you're building a mindset. You program yourself in an environment every day for an hour, 90 minutes. I don't know how long you train for. A pain of suffering. And when it comes to anything else, you'll be ready for it. No problem. Any chance to come your way, it will bounce off you. Because you're bulletproof. Mind, body, and spirit. So nothing can stop you. But if you don't, which a lot of men don't, they get into their shell, become, no confidence, lack of faith, belief, lack of resilience. So this is what I just talked about. They feel weak, because they go tap into their emotions, not their logic. It's because you're not working out. That's the reality of things. So you have to be ready. You're ready for any problem, from my experience. Why I personally work out is because I push my body what's capable of. There's a saying it's a shame for a man not to push his body what it's capable of. And that is by, I believe, Seneca. It's not Marcus Aurelius, it's Seneca. That quote lives forever. That's a great seed for any aspiring masculine man. It's a great shame, but with the powers that God gave you, and you're not going to use the tools. Every man has got that gift. Every man has got that power. You just got to tap into it. To push your body was capable of. I'm sorry to tell you, that's a great shame. That's a great shame. That's a great shame and embarrassing to your ancestors and to God. It's a sin. Not to push your body what's capable of. The least you can do is just be fit and strong. I'm not telling you to go climb a mountain, go for the Olympics, professional boxing. I'm not telling you that. But the least you can be is be fit as strong as possible. Not just lifting weights, but also be able to fight and protect yourself. That right there is what you want. You push your body what you're capable of. Least it can be, if you're not a great fan of, going to deep water to push your body what's capable of, you can at least be fit and strong. Going to the gym, maybe like lifting weights, or bodyweight training or CrossFit, whatever that you enjoy to do. The least you can do. Just being fit and strong in general. Just being fit and strong. You're doing a great job. You tap into your masculine frame. The reason why I train daily is because for emotional healing. So whether I feel sad, angry, anxious, not in a great mood for a reason, when I go to the gym in the morning, that sets the tone for the rest of the day. I feel happy, I feel joyous, I feel accomplished. I feel fit, I feel strong, I feel powerful. I can walk into a mirror and say, I'm so happy what I'm seeing, fit, strong, muscular, It's a great feeling. Because when you look in the mirror, it tells you whether you respect yourself or you don't. I can look at the mirror and say, yes, I respect myself, I love myself. You should be looking into the mirror every morning and say, yo, I'm happy and grateful for what I'm seeing. That I'm looking so good, I'm looking sexy, I'm looking handsome. Yes. That's what you should look in the mirror. If you don't, if you're skipping the mirror every morning, or whatever time you look in the mirror, you don't you run away from yourself. It means that you don't work out, you don't eat healthy. You do all the things that what you need to do, you're doing it wrong. You're not meeting the requirements. So now you're suffering. Now you're weak. That's the reality. So the mirror doesn't lie. Once you change the mirror, you change what you see in the mirror, then you change your life. And you can make a positive impact to other people. But first, it starts with you first. Now, why do I work out? It's to stay in my masculine frame. God gave us this power of being what? Of being the protectors, providers, and leaders. So that's a great responsibility. And being masculine frame, those are those three things. So this is self-discipline, persistence, resilience, never giving up, pushing past pain and suffering. That right there is a great environment, programming to program yourself in that state. So ready for anything, as I said. But if you're not in your masculine frame, if you don't work out, for me, when I assess men's behavior, the men that don't work out, they don't work out. They're soft. They've got a feminine energy. You know, they got that feminine energy. I literally couldn't care less because you're a woman, your girlfriend, your wife doesn't work out. That's a big problem. They should be working out. You know, but a lot of men face, I know that, is that when they deal with the women, they're with the women all day. And women, biologically, they don't care about working out that much. You see? Their life is more about fun. You know, holidays, shopping, XYZ, just fun stuff. Women should make you feel good, make you feel comfortable. You know, because they are emotionally driven. But we as men, we are logically driven. You see? We are logically, that's the big difference. And we are designed to conquer. We're designed to conquer our mind, body, spirit. Across the board, we are designed to do that. If you're already aware, it's the money, the status, the power, you know, the providers, the leaders. That's what we're designed biologically. That's how our psychic is wired. But that's no excuses. There's no excuses whatsoever. If you work out, then of course, your woman's going to work out as well. If you don't, you have to go and find a new one. You see, because if you don't, then that's going to pass on in the future of your children. If you already have children, that's going to pass on that habit. That, oh, mom and dad don't work out, so I don't need to work out either. But see that you are fit and strong, automatically that seed is planted in the child's mind and they will do the same. They'll be fit and strong as well as they grow older. Why don't work out? Avoid disease. When you got a fit, strong body, but see when you work out, you're increasing your blood flow. You're increasing your T levels. When your T levels are increasing, your oxygen in your body is increasing, the blood flow is increasing, that will give you a long year. You're adding years and years to your life when you work out. See, I've probably done over 1,000 workouts. But also, you know, over time, I've added years and years to my life. But if you don't work out, you see, I see men, they're weak, they're skinny, you know, vulnerable. You know, that's weakness, you know, and disease come knocking the door because now you're overweight, you know, your blood pressure's not right, your blood sugar's not right, then you got problems with your heart, your kidney, your liver. That's a weakness, and your weakness, you're suffering from your weakness. So you avoid diseases at the years of your life. What else do you want? There's no money, no status in the world that can buy a fit body. You have to earn it every day, regardless of how you feel. It doesn't care of how you feel. Get it done. Or stay suffering. So suffering your weakness. And stay irrelevant. A long life. My last point. Why did I work out? Long life. At the years, I thought I can't explain it already. When you got your health, you got everything. Everything. You can live your life to its fullest, happy, fulfilled. When you got your health. When you got your health, it don't matter how much money you got, how much status you got. It don't matter. Or when you are sick, the doctor tells you got diabetes, you got cancer, whatever it may be. That you will happy trade at that moment. You will happy trade all these things back. You trade it so you can be healthy. I'm telling you. Right now, it's good in the moment. You're smoking, you're drinking, not exercising. You're heavy, you busy your body. But when it's time, the doctor tells you got XYZ problem. It might be too late for you to change. It's too late. The damage is already done. You're far too gone. And that's it. Then, whose fault is that? That's your fault. Because it's the law of saving yourself. The law of saving yourself, which is what? You are 100% responsible and accountable to take care of your mind, body, spirit. That is your responsibility. Nobody else's. If you don't save yourself, that's it. But everyone has a responsibility. Everyone's busy to save themselves. So you don't save yourself, then that's it. That's your problem. And you gotta suffer. Pay the price. And live 10 years less. It's entirely your choice. But I hope this video inspired you, motivated you. It's time to rise up. It's time to stop mediocrity excuses. Get yourself up and push your body what it's capable of. Train as hard as possible. Eat right, sleep right. Take care of yourself at the highest level. And you're truly rich and you can live your life to the fullest. Be happy, be joyous, be abundant by working out. So I can't stress how extremely important it is. For so many years I've been taking care of my body. I can't tell you how extremely important it is. But you have to go into the field and go and get it done. As over time, you value it more. Probably not now when you have started, but as time go by and compare yourself from 6 months from now, a year from now, you'll be like, wow. You will see the way your mind's working sharp, Your mind's working sharp. You feel your middle school, you feel great. You got full of energy. Then you realize, whoa, what the hell I've been doing all this time? Take care of myself. I'm telling you, man. So, yeah, you got any questions, anything that you need help with, I'm here to help. Just comment down below. Comment down below, and I got you covered. And don't forget, massive favor, to reach as many people as possible, is obey the algorithm by liking, commenting, and hitting that red subscribe button. I appreciate you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Yes, sir.